obviously there's the reunion of Raising Hope with you guys and also with Greg. Can you talk a little bit about your first day on set and getting to act together again, but also in very, very different roles and a very different dynamic?
Yeah.
Well, that's a very different story, isn't it? I'll start because, Martha was busy, and so we didn't think we would ever get her. But it's what we wanted. I think I was operating for many years under the mistaken notion that we couldn't work together again because no one was going to buy it. And I don't know why I bought into that, because it really undersells our abilities, I think, particularly Martha's, to inhabit 1,000 other people. It's what she does. And I like to think it's what I do. And I'm really happy we got the chance to do that again, because I love Greg. I know she loves Greg, and we love working with Martha. And I think these characters are, as you said, so different, and they work. It also works. Turns out we have great chemistry because we're really good at what we do,
and we like each other.
We like each other, and you can make great stuff under those conditions. And I think we did. Around Martha felt.
No, I mean, I would just reiterate what Garret said. I mean, it was, I felt very, very lucky. I mean, I was kind of at the beginning, at first, I don't know if I should say this. Should I say this about, okay, well, I'm just going to say
whatever you want.
But when I heard that they were doing a show together and I was working on this other show and that I wasn't invited, I was a little pissed.
I know.
I was a little pissed.
She would haunt me a little bit on social media.
I did.
That's how I knew we could get it. That's how I knew we could get it.
I was a little pissed, and I haunted them, and I even might have harassed Greg a little bit as well. But of course, I realized, there was nothing they could do. There was nothing I could do. I had this other gig. But then it turned out that my other gig wasn't going to go on, and the timing just kind of worked out, even though for me it left me about 3 days, not even 3 days. I think they called me. I left, I think, like 2 days. I flew on a Sunday, I got my hair dyed on a Monday, and I was on set Tuesday. Got the call on a Friday.
Well, and Greg mentioned that you took the job without even reading the script or knowing who you were playing, which is an incredible level of trust. Obviously, you know these people.
Yeah.
I'm curious,
absolutely.
How much did you know? Like, did you know anything at all about the show when you signed on?
No.
Or just, nope, I know that.
No. I mean, maybe someone had, maybe I'd read something like a few months. What did I read?
I was going to say you read the scripts on the plane on the way over.
Yeah, I read them on the plane. But I didn't know anything. I just knew that it was Greg and Garret. And Greg may have given me a sort of perfunctory description, not a very long one, because he had to get back on set, literally, actually. Just said, you're going to come out and play Barb Martinez, and I'll send you the scripts and see you Monday.
Well, and I'm curious, because you guys had so many years of working together on a different show with I assume a partially different crew and certainly a different cast, what the dynamic was like when you got on this set and you were working with different actors and had to kind of figure out what your rhythms were.
Well, actually, this is how Greg works. Most of the department heads were people Greg had already worked with. Our first AD, Britt Kelly, we worked with, and they've all worked with him from even before Raising Hope too. So, most of his crew, I mean, aside from the fact that, we're on location, but most of the department heads were people that Greg was familiar with and had a shorthand with, and, like that. And then with the other cast members, that's just natural. We're all used to that. We're all used to working with different people all the time. So that's not a big deal at all, really. And I want to make sure that even though it's sort of a reunion of sorts, this is a very, very different show. I mean, our characters are completely different. They don't have a relationship at the beginning of the show. They're not romantic. They're not married. They're completely different people. They're strangers to each other. Garrett and my characters.
Yeah.
And so, it's just what the lucky thing is that you know each other and you can jump right in. You know what I mean? And the fun thing is that you don't know anybody else, and it's going to be an adventure, and you're going to find your way through it together, working on these 10 episodes, and it's on a, pretty rigorous schedule, albeit, a fair one, a decent one. But, it's just like any other job. The lucky thing is, certain things, are a known quantity.